live, isn't it?
And we are live.
Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
everyone. Hiya. Good morning. Bonjour.
Bonjour, tout le monde.
Tout le monde. Welcome to another episode, live Sunday. AwakenToJoy.
Yeah.
Good morning. Bonjour. What we got? Guten Tag.
Guten
Buenos
Tag, yeah.
dias. Ni hao. Where we going with this? Where we going? How we doing this?
Right.
Hi everyone. I'm Shem.
Je suis Omondi.
And welcome.
Mhm.
Hey to all the Soul family. Lovely to see you in the chats already.
Hold on.
It's a lovely day.
One thing we never done, second Swahili African Ujambo.
Okay, here we
I
go.
guess.
We
right.
elevating the hellos
I'm right
here.
there.
We elevating the hellos here.
Yeah, they've got many. They've got Salam Ghani as well.
Listen, we could pick them all. We out here.
Many. Yeah.
Hi, Soul family. How are you all?
Hi, everybody.
It's a lovely, glorious day, as always, out here. And so lovely to see you all. What a lovely Sunday it is. And yeah, it's a vibe, isn't it? I've been
It's a vibe.
talking to chat about time. So I got a whole piece to share with you guys because I was just like, that's been something that's come up quite a bit this month. By the way, how is our sound? Let us know.
So do you want to let me know what it was about?
Huh?
What are we talking about?
Surprise.
Because I'm here like, all right.
You know that I've been getting a little bit things with the times recently. Like this whole thing, it's like come up a lot in my field about time. So I've been looking into it and been really finding out about it. Obviously, I do childhood recollection. I do quantum jumping. I do quantum healing, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know me with time. Like I have to always double check with you, like what age am I or what day is it of the week?
Yeah,
or whatever.
Why?
Because I've never really adhered to the time thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's never really been a thing for me. Like I'm like, kind of. If I have
so
to.
if I say anything, you'll believe me then?
No, not really. No.
I mean, I'm just putting it out there. Sorry, I'm gonna make some notes here because I need to get something. There we go.
So yeah, that's what's been going on. But then when I looked into it, I was like, do you know how recent this whole thing is about time changes, about day saving and how it came up? No, you're gonna get this back. It's not like that. Like you're gonna get this back.
I need to do something. It's
cool.
nothing to say with that.
And it was just like, okay, how dare you? Number one. And how did that happen? And why did we adhere to it so quickly?
All right. I don't think we adhere to anything. I think that what's happening, people get hypnotized and get fooled by what's going on.
Thanks, John.
So I think it's more. Thank you. I think it's more that I think people get hypnotized and get, to. They don't even agree. It's like
I'm gonna talk
it's like it gets put in. Oh, you know what? We all play the role of democracy and having a constitution, and meanwhile, these people, while you're asleep at night, they just go and vote, basically use the mandate you gave them, and then pass all these rules. By the time you know it, 10 years goes by, you got a whole new set of rules. And I think that's how they got it in the first place. It's the same thing with the feds. How the feds happen. It's just a meeting between a few guys on an island. And then they have...
it's a friend group and you're not in it.
And you're not in it. You're not part of it. So...
You're not a part
that's
of
it.
the,
now,
of
obviously,
the text group.
We can go deeper in what that means in details. But for the most part, I think it's people are so hypnotized by the idea of democracy and sort of like constitution or country and be from that country that they accept these rules in the first place.
Yeah. So some of the Soul family coming in already on the chats. Hi, Heiko. Hey, Jay. John.
Hi, Heiko. Jay, John.
Juliana. Hi,
Diana. Juliana.
Kat. Diana. Hey, it's always a vibe. It's always a vibe.
Listen,
Omondi, do you do astrology readings?
No, I don't.
Listen, we're trying to get his rods out on me. That's what it is. That's what's happening right now. He's out here. He's a dab hand with what are they called exactly? Am I getting the name wrong?
Right now, I'm having fun with it.
I know you are.
I'm just what I do, and I actually haven't done it. There's two things
You know,
I have.
dowsing rods. It's a dowsing.
I
rods
have
we're
fun
talking
with
about.
is the dowsing rods and wood carving. I do wood carving. That's another thing that I love to do.
Right to right. Hiya.
Bonjour, right to right.
Bonjour.
I really appreciate the fact that you always say bonjour. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Means a lot. Means a lot.
Yeah, reminds you of home. Though low key, everyone in the house talks French to you but me. I might shot you a couple French words in the shop if I don't want no one to know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
you do all the time. You're like switched from like English to French. Start saying, yeah, tu vois la dame là-bas? Yeah. I was like, okay.
I like mumming in French, is what it is.
I know you do.
There's something about a French mum that just is amusing to me. Yeah, dowsing rods. Dowsing rods. Okay, yeah. His dowsing rod game? Fun. All right.
Well, I usually do. Well, right now, I'll tell you what I do with it. I actually get a pack of cards, and then I'm using them to get the colors red or black, and I'll just go through it and see my accuracy with it. That's how I've been fine tuning them. Yeah,
fine tuning, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, that please. There we
okay. Go. Yes.
There we are. Yeah, so that's what I do. But you know what? I've been busy doing other things at the moment. Because I'm also an artist, so there's certain things I'm putting together, and then also me and Shim's are putting together a few books and trying to get some aspect of the new website going well and stuff like that. So we've been a little busy, but now I'm going to try and carve out some time to just go back to my dowsing rod and my wood carving as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We'd love it to La Reine. We'd love it to we would love the website to be a place where everyone could just come to and just get whatever information, or I'm seeing like just a place where everyone can land and just chat, like catch anybody there, like if someone's there, and you know what I mean, and just be able to just like a hangout section, like a virtual coffee shop type of feel, but where you can get your little bits and pieces there, like teas and crystals or whatever it is that we end up moving through. Dowsing rods is now coming through right now. I'm like, yeah, seeing as you into all of that, and plus you got the good ones as well.
Yeah, we've got really good ones. There's two main type of it there. I've got the copper ones, so that's good for when you want to do like aura readings, like subtle energy reading on people. It's actually quite good for that. And then you got brass one. The brass one is more like when you want to find out, you know, like water sources and different things and energetic ley lines. Although you can do it with the copper one as well. But yeah, and one things I'm interested in doing, it's cartography, geolocation, and different energy point on a map, and according to who you are, basically what would be the most appropriate place to be. I enjoy doing this type of things.
Yeah.
But I'm fine tuning my skills with it at the moment.
I love it.
So I'm just enjoying it.
It's been a good time this week. I've had really good times. I've had really profound readings as well. So much things have come up for myself as well this week.
I don't know. Did you say hi to Juliana?
Yeah, it's been a while. So we're going to give you, we're sending you hello. Yeah, it's been a while, babe.
Yeah. Do you know what? I actually like that version, the Korean version, because they're doing this.
Yeah, the little heart.
But this is actually not, the heart is not this. It's like that has the whole shape of a heart with the two arteries going to it, and that's why they're doing it like this. Never knew that, but Grace told us.
Yeah, I know. I
She
was
knows
like,
this
I
stuff.
thought it was just this was the heart. She was like, no,
No,
it's
no,
this
no. It's
whole
the, oh,
thing.
and then
It's
when you
the
look at it,
it's the valve.
even if
it's
you
the
look
heartbeat.
this
Yeah.
way or whatnot, it looks like a heart.
I was like, wow.
And I guess as well, it makes sense because I think the heart is the size of your hand, more or less.
More or less.
So I think that when you do it, it's fun. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So let me get into this time thing I was talking about, because it's rocked me. It's rocked me. What we doing out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I say cartography, astrocartography.
Yes.
That's what I meant.
Which is why I think that's why John was asking about if you do
astrology is it's a little different.
I know it's a little different, but
you
love
the
stars.
Yeah,
and
I do.
so.
I mean, I do love the whole science there. I still think it's sort of science, but yeah.
Yeah. So our concept of time. So these are a few fun facts that I found out.
Go on, shoot.
About time. Yeah.
Tell us.
Not that I was inquiring about it because I was like, who made this shit up anyway? It started. The seed of all of this was. But
hold on, no.
Me being upset about it.
But you've been. That's the whole point of inquiring about something. You're asking yourself the question, and that's basically maybe what people should do a little more. Simple questions like why is this thing here in the first place? Like, the why question is a very powerful question.
Well, I went down the rabbit hole with it. So normally what happened is everywhere you go, right? The time is the time. So what time is it? Noon would be if the sun was up in the sky, period. Like, this is where it is. It's noon wherever you are. And then the rest, you just figure it out. There's sunrise, there's sunset. When it feels like dusk, when it feels like dawn. People weren't trying to complicate things. You know what I mean?
No, they won't.
The seasons were the seasons. The moon in the moon phase was the moon phase. People kept it pushing, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, when did we get so discombobulated? When did it start getting so complicated? Because when you have to do stuff like like when we group up and we meet up on a Sunday or we go on a Zoom or whatever it may be, and Deanna can relate to this, or you try and come to a meditation class, right? It's you need times to be able to group up and say, well, this is what time we're going to meet up, right? So I was like, who did this daytime saving thing? What is this all about? Why can't we just stick to one thing that's standardized, but for the most part, we could still keep it a little bit more natural? Like, why is it always why does it feel, where's the friction coming in? That's what I wanted to know, because that was the frustration for me. It was like, why are we twice a year getting discombobulated about this changing? Like, who decided this? Well, here we go. All right. So in 1884, the world got together. And I'm going to inverted commas. These were some brethrens, okay? These were some mandem who got together and decided. And I'm not saying mandem as in just males. I don't know who was in the room. I just know we weren't invited. And it was in 1884.
Let me guess. The one that agreed with the Antarctic Treaty?
Listen.
Is that the same
The
folks?
wrap-up is real, okay?
Go on, give us the list.
And basically said, we need to synchronize this. Why? Because the business wasn't businessing. Okay? And the war wasn't warring the way they needed it to. So they need to get everyone on par so that they can fight in an orderly fashion. Okay? They organize that shit for themselves. Boop. They organize the shit for themselves. Okay? And we all fell in line. Not because nature required it, because, spring was still spring. The flowers still come out when the flowers still come out. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking
snow falls when snow falls, but they needed it.
I'm thinking about the marketing skills of these people.
We'll get into their villain art PR skills later, because it did come through. Railways came in, trade came in, expansion came in, and they needed to coordinate it for their gain. That's it. That is it. It was nothing to do with our health or, our wholeness or our divinity. It was, I need my business to be business in. Okay. And they made their business our business. Okay. Right. But we were trying to mind our business. But now Right. Okay. We're on the same track. This had me pissed. All right. So it wasn't discovered. It was something that was just purely decided. So another one is the daytime savings. That was one of the things. So why do the clocks change? Why do they change times? And when did this happen? This is only just over 100 years old. 100 years, peeps. It's not long enough ago. Not long enough ago.
100 years old.
Listen, I've got family members that were older than 100 years. That means that when they were born, this wasn't even rolled out yet.
I can only
you know what I'm saying?
I can only imagine.
You know what I mean?
I can only imagine how Dracula feels.
Right?
It's like, God damn it. Change time? Huh. How about you make day, night, day?
Yeah. And look, John's onto something. It was introduced during World War I to conserve energy so that they can have people fighting for them for longer. What? Excuse me. War brought this in. War. And that's why I'm out here fighting these things in the streets, because this is what I'm saying. That's what they had us doing. I said, how did I not know this, Shem? Why are you surprised that it had something to do with war? Okay. What else are they bringing in? And if you've noticed, every war since, they've brought in something new for us that we've then adopted. World War One. This.
So John did say you saw people going to war over this, and then John also saying like I've always been curious how sundials work with daylight saving.
Right? They
don't know. By the way, right
our
to
sound
right
is choppy.
But it could be also the internet connection. So that might not be, because nothing's changed in terms of what we do usually, but sometimes the internet connections just make it sound choppy.
Okay.
So,
all right, but thank you though.
Thank you.
And
yeah.
if it gets really out of hand, then let us know.
Jay, you know what? I agree with what you're saying. Well, we agreed to the BS instead of rebelling against the foolishness. Yeah, it's part of the social contract and soul contract agreement, false agreement that we agree knowingly and unknowingly. Part of knowing the construct is also knowing what you agree with. So that's another thing, how they get people to go to war so easily.
Yeah.
Convince them of their patriotism and
And now Heiko's just said something. He said, before we had local independent clocks synchronized to the sun, not synchronized between towns. So that's the point. It's like, literally, it makes more sense, even for farming, for schooling, for getting up, for going, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain countries who have more daylight than others and vice versa. Why should they run off of the same time? Anyway, it should be independently based depending on your geolocation, right? And depending on the needs of the people in that location. Makes sense. But no, war. So here, we're going to run it back. That's just over 100 years old, and it was introduced during World War I to conserve energy. And now billions of people live by it like it's always been there, but it has not. All right. And the calendar we use, also not what you would consider ancient truth. It's been refined and adjusted depending on who is in power. We got Julius Caesar come through. He was like, nah, I don't like it, change it. Then you had Pope Gregory, whatever his name was. And I'm not trying to get this man's name right. It's a Pope, okay? He changed it again because the tax had to be paid on time, right? And then he needed to implement certain people's days of celebration. So came through with the when Christmas is going to be, when Easter's going to be, when these saint days are going to be, and so on and so forth. He had to write himself in there at some point. They had to write like their mum and them in there as well. There's a day for your mum. Your dad's gonna get a day. Your uncle George, he gonna get a day too. Go write that in there. All of this business.
So I'm saying, so Diana's saying that she knew that daylight saving was some BS. And John always felt that daylight savings was a way to discourage flat Earth talk because daylight savings only works with a round planet, not a flat plane.
Real.
So yeah,
Okay.
and Jay thinks that is hilarious. So
Listen, you can imagine how I talked to chat. I was like, chat, no chat. Tell me it ain't so. It's like, so who did this then? All right.
yeah,
So
Chad tries it sometimes. You
he
gotta
does. You
remind
gotta get
him,
him
like,
together.
you know, have you just been through an update? That's his version of upgrade, but you gotta deconstruct it.
All right. So some countries didn't even fully adopt this until the late 20th century. So then I went down the rabbit hole of if they implemented this for World War One, what are the things that in like my history learning, what did I learn that they implemented like for World War Two or for World War Well? There's a new one. What are they doing now? Just clues. Maybe it might have anything to do with the financial thing again. But World War Two, that's when they came in and said, you know what? I think that we should have a world currency. That's what we should standardize as well. And the world currency should be the dollar. Boop. So they be bringing things in with every world war. What are they going to bring in this so-called world war? All right. And are we going to adhere to it? Are we going to agree to it this time? Are we all going to just go along? So these are a few things that really shifted for us once we adopted this same point about time. So it became something that we used, not like a lived experience that we moved with or moved through. And then these are the beliefs that were attached to it. Time is money. Don't waste time. Make your time count. Okay? How many times have you heard that? How many times have you used it? Too many times. Okay. That's what I'm going to say. Too many times. And then what it does as well is it underpins our relationship to how we count. It underpins our relationship to how we value ourselves and our energy and limit our true scope of what our energy does or what it is or how it moves through our lives. And it's also really underpinned our misunderstanding about what money is, because if we say time is money, then we don't fundamentally understand that money is just another currency and that it's another energy. Now we could start tying all these other justifications around why we ain't got time for this and ain't got time for that and haven't got money for this and haven't got money for that, and how you can spend time and spend money when energy isn't really spent, it's exchanged. But if you take the currency idea out of it, then you lose your value for how you evaluate your energy, your currency, your time, and everything. It just discombobulates everything.
Yeah, they've been trying many
It
things as well.
diminishes you
Yeah.
as a point of as an energetic being. It diminishes you.
Yeah,
It limits you.
Jay saying, yeah, herd mentality. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Stephanie. Are you saying they also took down all the bells around the world during the war, change, distort the frequency?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They did.
And Kat saying as well, currency is about to be reset to be on blockchain and fully digital. Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Another thing as well, when it comes to currency, they've had many try at it. They've tried so many times. They thought, coming with the cash will work at some point, didn't, because they couldn't really tax it. They realized that, okay, well, let's create a system where people trust us with the cash and money, put it in the bank. Because now, since they digitalized, I mean, like the credit card came in, it was a way to, because say if you were to pay £50 for a product, there's a charge that's happened, when someone process that transaction. So there was a way again to be able to take a fee, the bank take a fee on their own 50 quid you would have, spent with cash, because that wouldn't be a fee on cash money, right?
Wow.
They realize when they start doing cash money, they realize, okay, well, snap, that don't work. Let's do the credit card, because when the credit card came in, it was just not really. The goal was to control the money supply, which they did to a certain extent, but now they realize it still don't work. So now here we go going on the blockchain.
Yeah, but they want us to believe that it's not infinite.
Yeah.
They
So
want
the
us to
idea,
believe it's something finite when it isn't.
exactly, and the idea of productivity and time, and then time is money. There's a relationship there for sure.
There is.
It's
It is
just
like
many attempts to
Yep.
trying to control it fully, but they fail every time. Every time.
Yep.
No pun intended.
How many times are we going to use time? Let's do the count. Okay, at some point.
At some point, let's do the count.
Okay, so once time became tied to money, it became something that we could lose. Okay, I'm going to say
look at
that
this.
again, because once time became tied to money, it became something we could lose. Okay.
Well, there's definitely
something we could run out of.
Mm.
And this is where we lost our attachment to understanding that currency of it was infinite.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, it's a game. It's all a game of cycle, and that is why time is strongly related. Even thinking about trading, stock market, all of this stuff, they've got this. What was it again? This +2 business. Then they changed it to +1.
And now it's instant. So
and
it
it's
matter.
instant, and then it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
It's all around manipulating the idea of time, the concept, like John said, like a construct, like the construct of time, to benefit them.
It's the truth. I know it's Pimp 101.
Yeah.
It is what it is out here in these streets, Jay. So, but we just have to stay aware.
Jesse, we've been pimped.
We do have to just stay aware. Just be aware of it.
At this point, it's Stockholm syndrome, right? You know this ain't good for you, but somehow you keep on going back. And I feel like it's because of the hypnosis. I think people under huge amount of hypnosis, even the one that think they're awakened, I think still have to
mass psychosis.
Yeah, mass psychosis. Yeah,
this is where the love comes in. You have to have
you gotta throw some love to it.
You got to.
Yeah.
So something we could run out of, and that's where the pressure comes in, because once you can run out of something, you're into survival mode. Once you believe you can lose something, you're in survival mode, right?
Yes.
So it now became something you have to keep up with, it maximize and not fall behind. And then this is where they introduce the concept of a deadline.
But don't you think it's funny that time by default, by definition, is unlimited, right? You there's no beginning, no really end. Even in this construct, it's just that we're trying to put solve boundaries around it and trying to make it make sense for ourselves.
No, they try to make it make sense for themselves.
But what I'm saying is that it's unlimited, but yet there's a scarcity around it.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to be.
But then it would, because the people who decided they were going to put this together were from a belief of scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
And knew that putting us under a certain amount of fear and stress and pressure would keep us in survival mode, and therefore making irrational decisions and irrational agreements with this whole entire collective agreement that we've all agreed. Yeah, you know what? That bullshit sounds good. Let's do it. Let's run ourselves into the ground. Let's make ourselves out that we're older than we actually are.
Yeah, I'm sure many people would be very interested in knowing how these agreements are made, knowingly and unknowingly. I mean, I can give you a bunch of it.
Over a steak dinner that we're not invited to.
But,
okay,
let me keep
it pushing. Hang on a minute. Well,
but yeah,
well, they be eating more than steak, but we're not going to go.
Trust me,
right
we consent to it every day.
Okay, so a farmer would move naturally by seasons, right? Or even a gardener, you'd move by seasons.
Yeah, true.
Creator would flow by just go with the flow, right? It's project by project. It's piece by piece. It's not. Yeah. And then someone else may go minute to minute. So now we've got a construct that's been there that we all interact with differently. So we're all like out of sync depending on where we put our energy.
Yeah.
But the one thing we agree on is what? The things that they've decided, which is when to get up, the days of the week, when you can go to the bank, when you can go and post something, when the shops are open, all of these things,
Mm-hmm.
which means the collective is like scattered when it comes to our own personal stuff, but we are together and putting all of our energy and focus when it comes to pushing their agendas forward.
Yeah, that's true.
So we're literally supporting the very thing that they put together. Well done, guys.
Well,
we're all a part of it.
John's
It is what
saying,
it is what it is, isn't it? Until it's not.
So John is saying one thing, is saying that it's like Disney World, and yes, I will still waste my money there, but the reason Disney was made was not to entertain kids; it was to entrap them. It's the same with time, money, cinema, etc. Yeah, I mean, there's one big factor that entrap people with time. It's food, because how it's produced has to be produced in timely fashion, but also the rhythm in which we decide we're going to eat. That's highly dictated by, 9 to 5 days of working, breakfast and
after this they
and
ran amok.
and lunch and dinner and having
Why
3
did they
meals a
do
day. And
Why did they do 3 meals a day, 3 square meals a day?
because they need to sell you stuff. They
One,
need to
they needed
to get
because
you on the regime.
the factory, it needed to go in time
Mm.
with production, with the
Yeah.
factory, and with the war,
Yeah.
and with rationing,
Yeah.
and getting you in the idea of scarcity.
Absolutely, yeah.
Apple falls from the tree, right?
Yeah.
You're out and about, you're hungry, you pick the apple up, you go about your business, right?
Right.
That's you free in the countryside,
Mhm.
living your best life.
Yeah.
You're in war now. They're giving you a tin of tuna and saying that's you for the month.
No.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
What are we saying? World War I was rough out here.
I think it was already preset by the idea of work. So like and then the idea behind how you energize yourself as well, so you can work and be productive. The
Yeah.
idea of productivity
And this is where the added factor of the taking away of the bells and the synchronicity and us being able to have that frequency constantly fed to us was replaced by different frequencies.
Yeah, that's right.
Hence the standardization of the frequency that they would mix music at changing. So there'd no longer be a frequency match to our vessel.
Oh, you're talking about the 430 hertz?
Yeah, but then it was also ushered in as a response to taking out all of the bells.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, hi Trevor.
Hey Trevor.
So John, you say not only food, think about travel and exploration. Do normally people go out of their homes anymore? No, because it's too far away. That would take too much time. How high do plane fly? How high do plane fly?
Yeah. It's like, and then they make you believe like you can't move without money, like so. Because time is money, and they've already discombobulated like our whole entire understanding and relationship with our own energies, but we're no longer supposed to see it as energies. You know what I mean? We're supposed to see it as time or different separate things rather than the one thing that comes from us, that is generated by us, that's supported by us. So they went on to explain like an hour can feel like 5 minutes, or 5 minutes can feel like forever, depending on who you are or what you're experiencing. I've had that before.
Oh yeah, me too. Plenty of time.
Yeah, it usually lets me tap into what's going on and how I feel in an area. Like now, there's 33 minutes passed. I didn't feel like that. Felt like it was about 10, 15.
Yeah, that's right.
Why? Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh, that's it.
Okay. And why am I justifying this by that? Because I've got a clock here. If I didn't have a clock here, I wouldn't even care. It'd be done when it's done, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
It will wrap up naturally.
You wouldn't know at all, so you have to go along with it.
Which makes you start saying, how much times do I see you? How much times do you call me? Well, how much times does it feel like? It's like us, 20 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like 20 years? Don't feel like 20 years.
Not at all.
It don't feel like 20 years. Boom. I don't know what else.
That's probably why people are so disappointed when they pass, like when they get to a benchmark, obviously, and they're like, I thought I felt different. Like there'll be some sort of a grandiose moment, and it's gonna be a, um, well, yeah, the journey matters more.
Yeah.
Uh, but the thing is, I think like because I'm thinking about what John said about people, the normies. There's many of them not leaving their home. It's what it is. They do. That's the thing. They do, but it's conditional. It's like, okay, this is my holiday, my allocated holiday. Now I can leave my home, so they go on book a holiday for that particular time, and then
And then that's why you
and then
have peak hours and then non-peak
big
hours,
hours.
peak times,
Yeah.
peak
So
seasons.
it's like and it's been graded as a matter of importance. So is crucial and important. And then this is the thing we've done as well. It's like we let the system in place govern our time because even when you children are going to a school, I think essentially in public school, um, if here in the UK, once you decided that's what's going to happen, you can't just decide I'm going to go on holiday in September, October, because it suits me better. There's less people there. Maybe the weather is still good or whatnot. Then you can't really do that because they say you can't because or you have to pay a fine.
Oh, they
Uh,
tell you now you legally cannot take your child out of school
so
for that.
so all of this is like
Which now that means that you've agreed to another thing, which is that they are raising your whole entire family
yeah, they're
system.
controlling the when you do certain things, which means that you give that um it's basically you
You
give that.
consent to that.
Yeah, you consent to that. That's what I was going to say. You consent to that by sending them to that particular place.
You
And
said you
then
could
yeah,
decide family holiday times.
yeah.
Thank you and goodbye.
So I know that it's not always easy for people to switch to a different system and that, but being aware is the beginning.
Being aware is all it is, really.
Yeah.
Once you know what it is, and now you can interact with it or give it the justice or the time or the energy that you want to give it in the knowing of what it is.
High life.
It's not about breaking everything. It's
High
just about knowing what it is you're looking to align with or not.
high life advocate. This time we getting your name right.
Life advocate. Hey,
Yeah.
hiya. So now, what does this open us up to? And what have we been kind of like shut down about? What it also does is mess with our idea around manifestation and why so many people feel like it's difficult to do because they've put a concept of time around it and they've done it in the idea of time. And then if you tell yourself also that time is money, then spending time on yourself, spending money on yourself is something that's going to be hard to do when really it's your energy pouring into yourself. So you've decided that there's two energy parts that you can't afford to pour back into yourself when really you're the source of it all.
And it's just simply not true. I mean, money essentially not made with the idea of time. It's more if you own something that is appreciable, or the difference between someone who will put the money towards some things that's going to appreciate over time and people put the idea of over time. I understand that, but the fact of the matter, it's essentially what you put your money in that actually makes you money, not time.
Yeah, and talking about creative flow, Life Advocate was actually painting and thought about us. So here we are, all together now. That's lovely.
Oh,
Creations.
that's lovely. Love to see it though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're part of the Discord, but we're open to that. Everyone throws up like their art or their creations or something that they've made. It's lovely. So, what else does this open up to us when we start looking at time differently? Now we can start looking at quantum healing. Now we can start looking at quantum jumping. Now we can start looking at rewriting our relationship to what we think the past is.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can start moving through this more easily and in experiencing it in the multidimensional or expansive way that our soul has always done naturally. That's why what you do as a kid, you daydream, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you put this elitism on it and make out that it's something that makes you less than because you daydream or less focused or less intellectual or whatever it is, and start slapping all of these conditions onto natural happenings, then we move away from our actual natural inclinations on how to experience where we are.
Yeah.
It's not like we come here fighting it. We come here like with an inner knowing, and instinctively we just do what we have to do. But these constructs, these constraints are the things that kind of throw us off. And I was like, hell yeah, this is why it didn't work for me. I'd be stay sleeping in class. Okay, so where else are we now? It also takes you away from the concept of now. Because you're either thinking, what do I have to do, or what have I done? So which means you're living too much in the future or too much in the past. And whenever we do that, stress.
Yeah, and I think
Stress.
as well, when you become aware of these, you're not subjected everybody else to it, because it's a big part of it. And I remember, I can't recall who said that, but someone mentioned the fact that the difference between humans and animals is the fact that animals, you need to have a shepherd to, get them to do what you want them to do, but humans will do that on their own. Once they taught some things, they will, keep that slavery system going on their own. So it's kind of like, once
we
you
become
know
our
that,
own electric fence.
yeah, we become our own electric fence. It's exactly that. So it's a bit like, and in what's funny, that goes back to another thing someone mentioned, that before slaves, used to be slaves, yes, but they didn't have to pay for food and shelter. But now you're not slave, but yet you have to pay for food and shelter. So it's kind of like you're still a slave type of things.
Hamster wheel energy. Yes, life
It's
advocate.
just
Hamster
because
wheel energy.
yeah, hamster wheel energy, and just because something is dressed up in different ways, it doesn't mean that things change.
Yeah.
And often people get fooled by that, because it's always astonished me when I see poverty in country like, I mean, westernized country, in the midst of people having smartphone and whatnot and all of that.
But then
But
you still have
but then
homelessness.
but you still have homelessness and whatnot. But you go to so-called third world country, um, they might not technologically speaking be where we are in terms of availability for everyone, because they do have what we have. But yet poverty is not taken the same.
No.
And then people are told, when it comes to westernized country, where you should be grateful because you're one of the best country in the world, and people agree to that. It doesn't matter if your country is the best in the world. If you're still subjected to poverty, it makes no difference
Yeah.
whether you're here or somewhere else. People will fight in the comments saying, "Oh, how can you say?" Oh, I can assure you, I've seen level of poverty in Paris. You won't even think of what the what did they say, city
Love?
of
Romance?
Lumiere, romance,
What are
or
we saying now?
not really. I promise you.
Born and bred, and you're like, nah.
Nah, I know the city very well. I was born there, so I can tell you they've got big, strong
They got things they need working
poverty
through.
there.
There we are.
But
Okay.
anyway, it is what it is.
So the key part here is that most of the potent power that we have in our most, and this is that full energy in the tarot that I love, that 0 point energy. It's the now. And it's our most potent point of energy, the now. Not the past, not the future, but the now.
It's it's point of stillness, literally.
It's literally just this. Here we are.
When you understand frequency, I mean, from a sound engineer perspective, when you understand frequency and how a sound wave looks like, and the oscillation and the point of stillness where everything ends and begin at the same time, that stillness, that now point, that now moment, you realize where the power is. But they knew that is why they put you on this treadmill of fuckery.
Well, this is another thing I was shown as well, because I needed to know where it was in relation to energy, because it's part of like the book that I'm still finishing up, which will be finished soon. I'm so excited about it. But I went down the rabbit hole, like I said. But the point of energy thing really worked for me, because many times, like, my guides have shown me about how to really follow the energy of the Fool, the energy of that taking the leap, really focusing on the now, where your energy is now, centering your energy now, doing that, and having moments throughout the day. We talk about lucidity, chiming into this moment now, even a moment to just take a breath. It doesn't even have to be a deep one, but just realizing that maybe you've got some tension in your shoulders that you can just relax.
Yes, but what become like self realized, you have the moment of full awareness. I think what's happening is people, because of the idea of time and always be going somewhere, doing some things, ongoing, never really stopping, people failed to understand even mechanically what that is.
That's
So
what,
when you
yeah.
hear it, I think that's the issue. When you hear it in meditation, people saying that, even though that is true, if someone is not off or is not advanced in that way inclined, it won't. That's the issue. It doesn't really speak to them until they understand it.
But it's never been explained like that.
But it hasn't.
When you have to learn the clock at school, no one tells you about the importance of time. They just tell you the importance of being able to read the clock.
Yeah.
Not being able to understand what time is, or how it's going to work for you, or what the point is. The point is, it's so you can be on time for your class, or so you can be on time for work.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be late. Not all of this. They were like, we're not taught about our relationship to it and the importance of the energy that we put into it.
Yeah. Well,
The importance is the numbers,
yeah.
and making sure you get them right, and making sure you could read it so you could turn up when other people tell you it's time to turn up, or go when it's time to go, or do whatever the fuck they tell you to do. Boom. So the past. Why does the past discombobulate us sometimes? Because we're replaying something. We're replaying an old identity.
Yeah.
Okay. New moment, new you. But you replaying yesterday's you.
But that's the thing is like you just said, we're replaying an older identity because we identify ourselves to something, a past experience. But past experience on past, they're still playing out at the same time. Things can be put on loop. Hence why this is the thing, when you keep on having a looping about something, that's simply because this is the ability we have, the manipulation of thoughts, memory, time, and stuff like that. It's just that at this moment we're being manipulated, and for a lot of us, we don't realize that. But that's just because we've agreed to these concept and this thing. But until we realize that it's not true,
it's just a
or it
slight,
doesn't have to be true.
it
It
doesn't
can be
have to
true.
be. It's
Yeah,
just a slight, it's a little
yeah,
shift in understanding. And once we do it, now we've regained our power to be able to be like, okay, maybe I won't put my energy towards that so much.
yeah. Let's
Now
read some
moving
comment real
forward,
quick.
we've got the future that's anticipating and worrying sometimes.
Yeah, just quickly, a quick
Ali.
comment. So
Ali.
yeah, so
Hi, Stacy.
hi Stacy. Um, we've got I think John said some things actually. Okay, right. So Diana, I say
Yeah,
so
Jay was
yes,
telling
but
her expand instead
all
of
right,
contracting. Yeah.
contracting. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
You're a sovereign, powerful soul, as we all are sovereign, powerful souls.
that's to be remembered. Yeah, I
It
think
does.
Diana is saying I think you really brought this topic up at a perfect time right now, because most people are not living in the now. They're running around like headless chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's very, very true.
that is
But the
so.
big question is, how do you begin to live in the now? For most of the people, they just hear some things, they hear what we say, and we're trying to reach out to these people who question these things but don't know how to begin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then John
John say,
saying,
right,
yeah.
Shem, these systems don't work unless we put our energy into it for them. No one
Mm-hmm.
understands. they can't harvest our energy like Monster Inc. It has to give, it has to be given willingly and almost ceremonially,
ceremonially,
yeah,
yeah,
ceremonially.
yeah,
Yep, Sunday was set day. Haha, that's Diana saying that.
yeah,
Cleaning, washing clothes, and changing diapers.
yeah. We
Yeah.
out here.
Stephanie saying revisiting the past with the same emotions on when that past occurred.
Mm-hmm.
Those emotions cause the same energy as if it was happening in the now. If that makes sense, absolutely. And the body don't know the
I really
difference.
want to touch on that, and that's the and what Stephanie's really brought up is the quantum, the our ability naturally to quantum jump. When you think of a
Mm.
past happening and you attach the same feeling as you did in that past moment, what you're actually doing is recreating that same energy again. And whatever that energy, whoever or whatever entity fed off of that energy is still continuing to be fed by you revisiting and having that same reaction to it.
Yeah.
And this is where our energy siphoning comes in, and us consenting to this energy siphoning unknowingly or knowingly. And this is why our ability to be able to daydream into things and just change the way we observe past happenings can really move us and quantum leap us onto other timelines and other experiences, because now our energy isn't being siphoned in the same way because we're just simply not allowing it to. We're not looking back on that day and thinking, woe is me. We're looking back and saying, wow, I'm bad out here because I survived that. And you know what happened, but not my
Yeah, yeah,
suitcase.
absolutely.
What they eat, I don't shit, and I'm moving on. And that little shift does so much in our personal energy in the now, because you're looking at it from the now. Even if you've gone back right now to look at something from the past, you are now in the past in the now.
Well, you know what's funny? I mean,
Make the now different by the
what,
way you look back at things.
what
That is the how powerful we are.
that's true. And what is really funny, it's that and funny, science do agree with that, but no, that we care that much. But let's say that for the one who care about science, um,
Well, I
our
think our
body,
rejection to science is because
our
they
body,
didn't expand it out to what was
that
originally supposed to be for. They've constrained it, but where
absolutely.
science is moving to now, where they know that it's way more holistic than that,
And it's more
is
than what it was
we've been
shown
led to
as.
believe. Yeah,
But the
but I
body,
get
this is
you.
the thing, the body register it as now, but I came to the conclusion that the body is meant to live in the now and nothing else. So that's why we age. So this brings us back to also aging or reverse aging. We can do it simply by living in the now,
Mm.
but because we're always told like to grow up or improve or achieve something and stuff like that, which means that from where you are become a better version of yourself, but that entails you taking time to do so for the most part, as opposed to just becoming that version right now. So that's what a lot of people are saying. "Ah, yeah, but it's difficult to do, like just I'm gonna need time to do that," and so on. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And this is where your energy is misplaced. And this is where it can be what people would consider siphoned or harvested or looshed, or like Monsters Inc. energy, where they
Exactly.
just, where they just
And
capturing your screams out here.
and
So,
they and they figured, and then there was a message there. I remember mentioning that about the fact that they figured that basically making you laugh is much of a better energy.
yeah,
That brings me back to think about electricity, hot
it
and cold electricity.
it is that. But
Um,
then you can simply say in every moment when you feel like your energy is swinging too far into fear, or sometimes too far into excitement, because you know, it's if you feel like, nah, I do not consent.
Absolutely.
In the moment, I do not consent.
So
And
that,
then that's it.
yeah.
Your energy can stay with you and feed you and do what it has to do and be transferred as you wish with your consent, not outside your knowing. You're fully aware in the moment. And then it brings you back in the now. And that's where you're most powerful.
So
Wonderful.
life advocates are saying that basically we don't pay you to think was an old saying in the military. So there you go. And then
Yeah.
Jay said, "Yeah, we're being punked. Something awful." Yeah. John said, "I used to hate being a dreamer. Nothing happened in my working life because I believed in the limited view of people who gave up their power. Now that I realized how powerful it is, and I am realizing how much I have to reclaim."
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Yeah.
hi, Kenna. Um,
Oh, hiya from Austria. Listen, we out
oh,
here.
from Austria. All right.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Um, yeah, life advocate. Yeah, that was great what you said. Like so
Yeah.
true. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, Eno. Hey,
Hi, you know.
lovely to see you. Um, so yeah, so what does this do when we misplace our energy? We end up feeling drained. We end up feeling stressed. We end up feeling tired. This is when we get feelings of feeling like we're stretched or we are lethargic in any way. It's because there's been this leakage here. This something that is this siphoning here. And it's of our own accord. We are in total control as to what we decide. 5555 on the clock. Yes, it's time for change. That's why everybody's getting this feeling of they've had enough. They've had enough. Like fed up is the vibe. It is the vibe right now. I had a channeling about it the other day, but it just is that we know something's off. We've known it for some time. A lot of us have come in as children who were sensitive, aware, empathic, indigo, whatever you want to call them. That's who we were, and it was just like we've had enough. Or at some point, we've had life show us this isn't going to work for me long term. There's got to be more, but there is, and we are the answer to that. It's just how we use it moving forward. It's about the awareness of what it is.
Absolutely.
Marcus is here. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Yeah. So we've already been over this a couple Sundays, yeah. So then we're back to this fun fact about so if they never brought in the Gregorian calendar and they never did all of this time savings, and apparently it actually started with Benjamin Franklin as a joke. He just said it humorously one day over dinner. His joke, our reality. What we saying out here? Imagine we could just, just change it. And then they brought it in for the World War One. And that's why we're wondering why we're discombobulated out here in these streets with this daytime saving business. It started off as a joke. It's ended as a joke. We got to laugh it off and move away from this.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
really.
Hey, Cryo.
Hey, Cryo. So working out your new age, your real age, as opposed to what the moon is or the 13-month calendar. You take your age, you times it by 12, and you divide it by 13. Et voila, you have your age, your so-called age, your time that
Let's
you've
try to see
spent there.
what edges are there.
All right, I'm gonna have to listen. My math is mathing, but ain't mathing when it's mathing like that.
Go on.
Okay, wait a minute. How do I pull this up on your phone?
No, just put it in the chat there and then say this is my age. Tell me what age it is.
No, wait a second.
It'll do it for you.
It will.
That's the whole point of AI.
Hang on, one of y'all is quick at math. I swear it was Creo last time. Or you got your calculator out.
It's 3 reasons: whether you got your calculator, whether you got ChatGPT just next to you, or you quick at math. Which one of the 3 is it?
Come through.
By the way, guys, please press like.
Yeah.
And also for the one that haven't what do you say, like hit the notification bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't you think it's funny that it's a bell?
They listen, let me tell you how they're mocking
They play
us.
with
They
you.
take these
Oh, you need the bell.
They take these bells away from us only to give it to us back again, but in the form of trying to get to something we actually like.
Look at this quick
mocking.
math. Quick
math out here. See, who needs a calculator? We got each other. Listen, let's do this right. Okay. So you take your current age, you times it by hang on, let me get the formula right. You times it by 12 and you divide it by 13. And this is your age if you go by what nature would be. The moon cycles, a 13-month calendar, and all of that good stuff. Right? I think I'm about 37 as well.
Hold on. Gosh, put my age there.
Hang on a minute. What are we saying out here? How old are you again?
47 now. But
are you?
Yeah.
When did...
But it's going to change, isn't it? Just now. Or we're doing the math.
All right. No, you 43 out here in these streets. Boom. I said what I said. Okay.
Oh, look, Kenna saying now you're still celebrating birthdays. No, we are.
No, what we're doing out here is celebrating, period. Because why should I limit the celebration I have for myself to one day out of a year that some other person decided?
Yeah, just keep ordering our stuff, innit?
Just do, if you want to do something for yourself, just do it.
Yeah, just keep ordering our stuff.
If you want a cake and put a candle on it, you don't need it to be a certain day. Let's do cake and candle.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to sing a song and clap and get friends about? You do that too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
celebrate yourself.
That is right, Stacy. Cryo says 41.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's 43. Yep.
What about you, John? John's coming with 12.
Yeah. So it's your age times 12 and divided by 13, and that's what we're on right now.
That's right.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, guys, like
MJ saying I can't remember it anymore. Every day is a celebration.
Yeah.
That's so great. I love that.
That's what I'm saying. It's that everyday celebration. I celebrate and when in the now.
Truth be told, that's why we need AI and robots so they can serve us. And then so we can be, because the whole point of a celebration is someone has to serve you on your day and all of that stuff. Yeah. But that can be outsourced by AI easily. That's why I'm not fighting. Right. This is why I'm not fighting AI. Because I'm just
get my cake right.
And I'm sure they can.
Their cake, no, if their cake don't taste like your cake, I'm not eating their cake.
No, but I'm sure they can. Okay, here's the thing. If you can clone someone's voice, right? I'm sure you can clone certain aspect of their skills.
Though? Everybody's food tastes differently.
Yeah, it's true. There's that energy, isn't it?
There is the energy behind it that cannot be replaced.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You can eat two of the same type of two brownies from two different people, same recipe. They don't taste the same.
Okay, well, how about this? Imagine that AI is my sous chef.
Mm-hmm.
So you do all the mixing, all the thing, and I was just here telling him what to do. That might make it different, right? So all about energy.
I just don't want to know. I just don't want to know.
Question is, okay, are we willing to leave behind this old paradigm of everything and working? That's all the question is.
Yeah, but that's now a pleasure because it's like when you're out here, when you're chefing, it's masterpiece going on right now. This is art at this point.
Okay, let me put it this way. There's a lot of great bakers now. They've got these robots that, not robots, but what do you call it again? That thing that mixing stuff. Yeah,
but they're still there overseeing it and putting their
that's my point. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'll be like, apron and everything. And I'll be like,
and not telling hand in the dough.
Not that much. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Very present, a lot of presence there.
We'll see about it. I'll taste test.
That'd be funny, though.
I'm out here.
That would be a great YouTube channel.
What?
Imagine
you and AI cooking.
Like an all full-on AI robot and just be Gordon Ramsay in that kitchen and telling him what to do and what not to do.
Right here.
Be funny, isn't it?
Listen, and that's my point, guys. Like, even so, then what else is it then? And now at this point, what else? What else did somebody decide around a table that would be good for their?
So sorry. Yeah. I'm seeing guys is like still in my 50s either way.
And you know what, Kat? You won't stay there, then stay there, and that's it.
Listen,
no matter what they say, it doesn't even matter.
But I do believe in reverse aging, though. Yeah. I'll be real with you. I mean, this is the thing. I am really contemplating the idea of, not eating at all.
Yeah, MJ's on the robot. He's like, yep, Rosie the robot.
Why? Exactly. Why not?
He was like, yeah, shake and bake.
Why? I wouldn't mind to boss around the robot in the kitchen and tell them what to do. I mean, that'd be great. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Stacey's birthday's coming up in April as well, 27th. Whoop
All
whoop.
right.
Yes, Stacey. And what does that make you? Is that Aries? Where are we?
No, that's Taurus.
That's
Yeah,
Taurus.
yeah.
Either way,
Um.
that charging energy, I love that. All right. So here we go.
So Diana said, "I'm 49. I'm 39. If I am 36, so that takes away 3 years."
And as you get older, it takes away more. So if you're 65, you actually end up being 60. So it's like it's compounding. It's compounding this for us, which is why it just feels like this never-ending hamster wheel energy, because it's like the fuckery compounds. Listen.
Yeah, and I'm seeing Jace. You saying I haven't acknowledged or celebrated one day of birth for 3 decades. Now we celebrate that whenever we feel like it. We understand that everything is moment to moment. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, that's why we were like, birthday, yeah, for the sake of the day, yes, that was the day, but let's do it big all year and done. Okay.
Yeah.
Because cake day is any day. Let's be real.
Saying, guys, so why this is like a what thorn in my side? Imagine how this reality don't have grounds anymore.
Yeah.
They are called something else now. Sometimes ATM.
That's my point. It's we out here.
Yeah.
And they changing it how they want to change it. So it's our job to be like, no, I do not consent. And I change that shit back, or I put it to whatever works for me. Because at this point, guys, these are just people in a room getting together and say, what works for me? Well, all right, then let's do that. And then pushing that forward to everyone else, and everyone else saying, yeah, all right then. And then going along with it, not even checking in on, is that going to work for me long term? How do I actually feel about this? How much energy is this going to take from me? Is this going to bring me any joy? Is this going to fulfill me?
By the way, Diana say, no, I lied. I am 33. Did the math wrong. So you didn't lie. You did the math wrong.
Yeah. Low key, I'm 12, but it is what it is. That's the vibes. So time has been woven into everything though now.
Yeah,
the concept
true.
of time has been woven into everything. That was the whole piece that I was getting to. Education, work, values, and daily life. Everything. Our self-value though. So now I'd gone as far as, because we're creative beings, we're creative, right? But did we create a monster? I want to put it out there. We've identified our value with time. So whether or not we've done something on time makes us feel more valuable or less valuable. Whether we've achieved something on time or in a timely fashion also adds to our self-value. Whenever have you said, well, I never had the time to do it, I feel so bad. All of this thing, like we've tied it in with shame and with guilt and with this survival mode thing. We've literally identified with time. Yeah, through birthdays as well, like what we've been talking about, all of this stuff. How do we want to reclaim it? Have we ever even thought about it? It's like Gray the other day, she was like, I don't like the birthday song. I don't like the birthday song. It melodically, it sounds depressing. She was like, I don't adhere to it.
Yes,
and I was like, yeah, that song is a bit boo.
There's a couple of songs like this. I mean, you've got the birthday song, you got the wedding songs as well. It's just like, who did that?
Who was this by?
So what the hell is going on here?
It was like, who what PR again? The PR people.
Hey, look, this is what I love. Yeah, I'm seeing John saying like people looking young for the edge in this group, and then Cray was like, "Thank John." Cray was like, "Oh, I'm jumping on that. I'm taking these flowers." MJ said, "Yes."
Jojo's here as well. Hey, Jojo.
Hey, Jojo.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was just being bamboozled here with time.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Purely. And these are the things as well, like now you're giving your value as to how willing to be in the time you are. You're considered more valuable than somebody who is willing to go by the beat of their own drum. And we make jokes, CP time, right? But it's like, I'll be there when I'm being there, right? I'm gonna be there when I be there. When I'm there, you will know. That type of energy, rather than when somebody tells you. And I know it's not always convenient, and I get that. There are going to be some things that you want to arrive at the same time for. But sometimes serendipitously, sometimes synchronistically, it's good if you're late. You just miss out on something, or you weren't meant to be there at a certain time. There's so many things that I turned up to so-called late or too early, and I was so glad I was that late or that early for it, because it made me be in the right place at the right time.
You know what's funny? It's so weaved into to the language, because you've said time so many time. It's like it's 100% weaved into it.
Yeah.
So it's like almost as if you cannot talk without saying it.
I'm not going to even try that. So just say this
No, I'm not
etymology.
telling
Are you
you.
going to
No,
jump in with the
no,
etymology
absolutely
piece?
not. I
Because you
don't.
ain't going to
No,
take that
because
from me right
I
now.
ain't got the time for that. But anyway, no, I'm not going to do that. Saying something like why, because over 60 diminishes who I am. Programming will make and break you.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. That's if you let it. If you let it, so for sure. And
Yeah.
John says, Shem, this is starting to make too much sense. I've never felt my age. I've never felt like time works the way they say it does. But it's because time doesn't exist, period. Yeah, it's pretty much sure.
Yeah.
We give it existence. That's really what it is.
Yeah. Real.
Roll your boat gently down the stream. This is what Crayo is
Yep.
saying. Yeah.
Merrily out here in
Yeah.
these streets. It's just a dream.
Yeah, life is but a dream.
Yes.
They told you.
They've been told you. Do you know what's sick? They had us singing about this. Okay. Not knowing.
Yeah.
It's like they have to put it in your face, but then miss out the vitals so
Eh,
that we can't be in our full vitality. They out here.
So say okay, so maybe I can pay for things that used to come easy. I haven't changed that much.
I'm still easy. Yep, life be lifing, but it's just a dream. You know what? Yes. Yes, and 1,000 times yes, Creo. Okay. Sick joke.
Right.
All right. Yeah, it is out here. And that's my point. It's like, oh, they're mugging us off sometimes. And it's just
sometimes or all the time.
And that's the point. It's like,
right.
It's for who has eyes to see. But that's just letting you know it's about our awareness. And I guess that's why we share all of this information between each other, because once we're aware, we can interact with it as we wish. We can give it the energy we feel like it deserves to have, the seriousness it deserves to have, but the awareness that it has to serve us as well. And pulling ourselves away from systems that don't serve us any longer is all part and parcel of clearing our fields. Once we each individually do that, it doesn't have to be a group thing. Do it how it suits you. Trust that will be enough. Trust it will be enough.
Is it fair to say it's time to awaken?
It's just time to just be aware of your own energies.
I just think it's just a big joke. Yeah. I think that's what it is. It's very funny.
So they gave me a few things. Yeah. Just a few things to say, just to reframe how to bring yourself to the now in these moments when you're dealing with the concept of time. Yeah. So instead of asking, how long will this take? You can start asking. And I mean, you can if you want to, because you ultimately, your soul's highest authority. So instead of asking, how long will this take? You can start asking, what am I aligning with right now? Instead of asking, or instead of, I don't have enough time, it suddenly becomes, is where is my energy right now? That felt better.
Yeah, it is.
Because I wouldn't do half the running around because I'd be like, where's my energy right now? Nah, I think I'm gonna need to rest this one out.
Yeah.
Not, oh gosh, I don't have enough time. Nah. Where's my energy right now?
I think it's also about the idea behind satisfaction, and I think what it is it's there comes a point where you have to tell yourself it's okay. It's just perfect the way it is. So whether you finish some things you haven't, or things have happened yet or not, if you can never really seem to come to that point in your life where you say like, okay, it's just fine the way it is, that you will always be searching and trying to be running and trying to be I'm saying that because I've been there. So for me, it comes to a point where it's like, okay, where are we stopping this madness? It is madness. It becomes an illness. This is where
It's
illness come from.
mental.
It's a disease. It's not easy enough. It's like these type of things you go literally walk away from the idea of it,
Yeah.
because you're number one, you'll put yourself into an early grave for sure. And I guess even if that happened, maybe that was decided already anyway.
You will lose
So
all your edges out here over this.
yeah, so
Trust and believe.
so
Okay, hairline way back over
yeah,
this.
and like Diana said, definition of insanity. It's absolutely, it's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
It's what is this? And it's like everyone's just rushing somewhere, and then they have deadlines and things got to be done by. It's like, do you know what? It's even like a down to the idea of food, and it's probably why we were talking about food earlier. It's like, if you know farmers' life, if you, I mean, I grew up in a farm, so if you know this, and we did homesteading as well, then there's like these cycles you have to keep up with, and it's all the things. There's a lot of efforting if you're not too careful about this. But the point is that that's only here because we feel we need to eat. So we're so subject to the time aspect, done
It
based
was
off to our survival, the idea of survival.
it was when the introduction of industrialization came in, and we decided to make this constraint about time. Remember, I said it was for their railroad
For the
situation, it
railroad
was for the
situation.
trains, it was for the factories. That's when it was first understood that you can't have this thing that Heiko was talking about, local times, local clocks set to local areas.
Yeah.
It had to be unified so that these mandem could run trains.
Mandem. I love that saying. Mandem.
Mandem, waste mandem. Anyhow, because time isn't the construct, our concept of it is.
Yes.
So we ultimately are giving this steam, we are giving this our attention, we are giving it the power to actually become something. It is not a thing if we don't all decide it isn't. If we don't decide it, it's not. It was a group effort. Okay? It was a group effort, guys. We all set our clock when we said yes.
And look what Eno's saying as well. Jokes. You like being chased? Start running. And then you say, yeah, what do I want? Who am I? Back to the basics. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that was the point. It was like once we start seeing our way out of this, changes everything. It's not about throwing it out completely. It's just coming from your God view about it, using your God consciousness about it. Like, no, where am I gonna actively put my attention, and where am I gonna actively put my energy? Have I got the time for this? No. Have I got the energy for this? No.
Yeah.
What have I got the energy for right now? I think I've got the energy for this, but I don't have it for that. Cool.
Not for that, yeah.
And then you can start talking about money differently, because it's like, do I have the currency for that? Do I have the energy flow for that? Do I want to put my currency towards that?
Yeah, and
it's an exchange. Now it's not I spend money, it's like I let my money flow. It flows. It's a flow. It's to and from. It's not just a pouring out, this loss concept, this spent concept. Because then if you're time is money. No wonder you believe that your time can be spent and that your energy is spent and that you're spent and that you're tired and that you're all of these other things that remain in you being depleted or lost or behind or less than in any way.
Yeah, plus you start asking yourself a question. I mean, if that's so, if energy, if money, even money is an energy that keeps flowing, well, you ask yourself the question, where's the money at? Where is that energy?
Yep.
Then you begin to understand how this will work.
Yeah.
Because that's the issue, is the fact that you never get to ask yourself that question in the first place. This order, and they tell you, no, you want more, just spend more time working.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that. Now,
So wise O Love said, what's your thoughts on social media and entertainment? All right. So for social media, my thoughts about it is it's the same thing as everything else. It can be a way for us to be able to reach out to our soul family and people we never got the chance to reach out to, never had the chance to connect with. And it could be something that's really flowing and really beautiful, depending on what energy we put towards it and the things we do and that where our attention flows on it. Or it could be something else. It could be something sinister. It could be a means to a lot of the things that negatively we've seen. And the same roles for entertainment. Who is controlling it? Who is telling you your favorite artist is or your favorite film is? How is that decided? Do you decide it based on reference of somebody else? Do you decide it based on what the Oscars said or what any of these other groups have said that the film you should watch? Or do you have your own favorite? Do you have your own favorite artist? Do they have, like I always say, like, you don't know who your favorite artist is yet if you're only listening to the radio, because they're not going to put everybody there. It might be Joe Blogg from down the road. There was some guy the other day as I was coming out the shop, coming out of Boots, and he was there with his guitar. And I stood up there and listened to about 4 or 5 of his songs. He was great. Okay. Nobody don't know his name. Who cares? He was on fire. I'll tell you right now. That's how I feel about it. It's got to be consciously. Our interactions with each of these things that we see in our field just has to be done with this awareness that you choose where you put your energy, and you can start looking at what it feels like. And a big reason why I'm like, yeah, we've got social media, don't really run it, is because when I used to, it felt like a part-time job, and I was like, hang on a minute. I haven't had a conventional job for like 20 odd years. Like, why am I having a part-time one now, and why am I not being paid? Like, what's going on? And then I just pulled away. Like, it was that decision.
I think as well, this through modern history, there's been three really main means of communication. The first one was the radio, the second one was TV, and then the internet. So when you get the social media platform, it's it is not a social media platform. What they're trying to tell you, it's they are a communication platform, and entertainment is intertwined with it because it's a distraction. It's to keep you occupied. That's the whole point of entertainment. If you see the etymology of the word and what it is for, it's mainly for that. So it's like everything. It's about awareness. It doesn't mean because you use it or you're part of it that it's bad. It's just know what that is, and once you begin to know what this is, this the power that is behind it, um, and your ability to function within it, because this is how we were talking about the world war, how they motivated these people, what was the mean at the time. It's all about marketing skills if you think about it.
Marketing skills.
Are you a good salesman?
Fire.
Well, that's
Fire.
basically one of the big thing they've been using. How do you sell some things you want everybody to adhere to? We call it culture now, but between culture and cult, there's not much difference, but just the number, how many people adhere to it. So
It's the size.
it's all one of the same. it's one will be the tools, the other one, entertainment, is to explain what the effect of that is really, and what the goal is. So, but for the
Yeah.
most part, it's all about communications,
Yeah.
and that's why they try to hold the means of communication, because they know if they do that, they can shape up reality and start manipulating the way people see and perceive reality.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We don't have to vilify anything. We just have to be aware of how we interact with it and how we give our energies to it.
yeah. But historically speaking, yeah, I guess will be the third. I mean, I'm talking about our modern history. Our third means of communication, really, the internet. So social media sits heavy on that. Those are big platforms that people are using to mainly communicate with one another. So it's just the evolution was already there.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing as well. Like I'm seeing John and MJ going back and forth about how to live and how to do like schedule stuff, and he was just explaining about, okay, so I'm going to just read what John has said. Yeah, MJ, if your life revolves on a schedule, then look at that other thing that you can take back. So you can spend money how you want, or you can eat what you want, or you can grow plants, or live in a van, or. And then he said, I have kids, so it's not as simple. There is so much that you can do, and that's the point. We feel like we're out of control, but we are powerful. And that's another thing I realized as well. I've said it a lot. When the kids stopped going to school, and that was around COVID times, when these kids stopped going to school because they started mind you, in our area, they started kicking kids out of school a lot because they were striking like crazy. Remember, France had that whole thing going on. Hasn't stopped, but they were striking at least four days out of the month. They would go on a teacher strike. So wheneverly you would have your kid at home. So it already started. So by the time that the pandemic hit, having your kid, they were like, just keep your picnic at home. And we were like, okay. So at that point, what was hard for me was now I had to find out how I was going to spend my energy and what that was going to look like. And I realized how much of my energy I hadn't been able to put towards my kids, or spending time with them, or knowing what it is they're actually doing, or putting into raising them in a way that was even aligned for our family. But there was this relief also that came across. It was very mixed feelings, because I realized how much time and energy I was pouring into the school itself, between the fetes, between the parade, between the what's the other one? The kermesse, between all of these things that they've got going on that they insist you have to do if you want to appear like you care about your kids. This is how they hold you hostage. Are you a good parent? Well, if you're a good parent, you should be in the PTA. You should be an active part. You should be doing their homework with them. They should, though, low-key homework. What are you really preparing them to do? To take their work home?
You call it work.
You called it work.
I thought it was studying and learning about something, but somewhat now
they
all of a sudden
already
it's
have
work.
to be in school for how long? From 8 in the morning, from 8:30 in the morning till when? And that's if they don't have breakfast there, because then that's earlier, until whenever. And if they've got after school activities, this is a 9 to 5. In fact, depending on what time, is an 8 to 5, it's an 8 to 6. And then they have to go home and then continue that work. You're already letting them know there'll be no difference between your home life and your work life. You have to do it. Just get used to it from young. And just being able to pull away from that, I realized, like, wow, this is a relief. Like, I don't know if I want to go back to that. It was a mixed bag, and it hasn't been easy. So I do relate to what John is saying. Like, there are limitations that we've all agreed to, depending on what it is we've decided to pour our energy into, and how we've decided to interact with all these different contracts we've signed. with these social agreements we've signed up for. But ultimately, this is where sovereignty comes in, and our attachment to how we identify with each of these things or how we give ourselves value is where they get us back. Like, if you're a good parent, you should be doing this, this, and this, and this, and this. If you're a good wife, you should be doing this, this, and this, and this, or husband, or father, or whatever else it's going to be. But who says who? And when did they make this shit up? And were you invited, okay, to this bloody table with this bloody time schedule? And did it have anything to do with you? No, is usually the answer. You weren't present. You weren't present at the time they were deciding this. So it weren't for you. It was never for you. That's what me and Chat's conclusion were today. It was never for me. Okay. That's why I felt discombobulated. All right then, cool.
Yeah, say everything happened for a reason. Yeah, I mean, yeah, entertain your mentality.
Yes, entertain
Yes,
your
cryo.
mentality.
Yeah.
Yes, entertain minds. Yep, enter your mind.
And then, saying it's just an experience to express yourself in every way. It's incredibly intense. Yes, I am always in love. I am when I am here in the present. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that now energy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Cryo, I was you saying, oh, La
Yeah.
to catch saying to Cryo, I was about to say that.
Yep.
Yeah, so of course.
Entertain your mentality.
And like Diana say, rewire your brain. Yeah, understand what the brain is, what's the body, what it really is. It's not what you think it was. For for most of us, what we thought it was, it turns out that it's not.
Jay just said, yeah, agreed. But love yourself enough to wake yourself up to your true eternal nature that is beyond this temporary reality.
Yeah, I think ultimately this reality, I mean, you've chosen to come here to master it. Part of mastering it means don't make it shit. Why? What would you? That's not mastering it. If you make it shit, it's not. You might as well make it great.
Yeah. And I liken it to go into a dream or go and have an OBE experience, whatever you want to call it now, because they're all OBEs. I thought if you've come here enough, you know that's what it is. That's what we on out here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lucid dream, OBE, all the same thing. Okay.
Absolutely.
You know enough to know when some bullshit is going down, and you love jumping out of those dreams. Like, ugh, that was a nightmare. And somehow we wake up and we don't have the same reaction. We act like we're powerless here. And it's nuts because we're not.
Yeah.
But somehow, and I'm like, nah, that doesn't work for me anymore.
So Stacey as well saying we are going to homeschool our kids when we move to another country. The kids are excited for this new transition.
Oh, that's that another school of thought. That's why I saw the school of fish. Lovely. Lovely. Another school of thought, Stacey.
Hey, blessed.
Hey, blessed.
Yeah, Jay saying rewire your brain or deprogram your filter, hard drive, and memory, aka your brain.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
And it's so freeing once you realize all of the things you don't have to do that you thought you had to do, but that was only because you had identified with being a good this or a good that or whatever label that came with identifying with it.
Yeah.
And then you realize about not being so harsh on yourself. So like I liken it back to the time where I was talking about being late for something. Sometimes you're supposed to be late for something because you're right on time. You see what I'm saying? If you're supposed to be late for something, it's because you weren't supposed to be there at that time.
If it's all in the night, how can you be late?
And synchronistically, and then, you're not supposed to be there, and just take it like that. And then you could get less offended if someone isn't there. You could know it's for a reason. A personal reason. It's a reason. It's their reason. They're not supposed to be here. And sometimes that's what you have to say to yourself. Everyone who's supposed to be here right now is here.
And also, I'm seeing, saying to shine may not be my place this time. I love watching others shine so bright, my part is to witness that love exists. Yeah, and it could be both.
It can be both. Or the thing is, you're shining regardless of whether you're watching someone else shining or not. You cannot help but to. Your energy is that,
You're like,
that which shines.
yeah, you're light being. So
You can't help it. It don't matter. It's how we stay.
and I like what John's saying. It's not about looking about what you can or cannot do. It's about stepping back, reevaluate your relationship to all these things we've been told. Rewire. I think you meant to say your
Yeah,
brain,
rewrite
your
your brain.
life.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you start.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Your
And
stance.
your
Okay,
stance.
stance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Um.
Life Advocate says gaining more skills for another life. Exactly. And one thing teaches the other as well. And I liken that to some experiences I've had where if I've gone to experience, there's some other past lives, or I'm saying past lives for the sake of it, but you know what I mean. It's the same instance. It's all everywhere now, all at once. So in some dream states, what I'll do is I'll jump between them. So I'll be in my waking life, then I'll go into different states. And when I've been into these different states, I'll take the knowledge that I have here and I'll apply it to the person over there. And it changes something. And that's only because I've allowed myself to be present in that space and then present now to have the experience now. So everywhere as present as I can be, and then I can apply my knowing freely between every state that I'm in. And then that in itself is allowing for mass expansion on a quantum level. So you may learn something today. I remember when I was learning about unconditional love for yourself. And then I went to an instance where one of my avatars had made a lot of back-to-back really, really shitty, questionably amoral flipping decisions, okay? And I just had compassion enough to be like, you have to forgive yourself, and this is where unconditional love to yourself has to be applied. There will be no other way out of it for you than this. And in that moment, he hadn't thought about it like that. But your knowing here and your learning and expansion here expands you on all levels. It's not just you here tinkering about, it's you everywhere. And that's what's so beautiful. So even the realizations that you're having here, they're not just serving you here, they're serving others. Even if those others are you, other versions of you. It's a beautiful thing. It really, really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that what you're calling it, Jay?
I see Catch saying I can tell when I have been out of body, even though my brain doesn't recall the experience. I get intense allergy symptoms that no medicine can touch. Guess my soul doesn't care for the meat suit.
Didn't we speak about this week? How me and Fairy Liquid ain't friends.
I know.
Me and Dish Soap ain't friends, people. We out here. What's working for me up to now is Savon Marseille.
Savon Marseille.
Yeah. So we got a lump of that, and then we wash our dishes with that now. And that seems to be okay. Which is literally, I think it's only got 5 ingredients in it. One of them being olive oil, and
yeah,
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I know it's not me. It's the things. I don't know what they added to it, but my body's rejecting them too, Kat. We out here.
Yeah. Here's what it is.
Yeah. So John has just said, Kat, yeah, your soul knows that things around you aren't what they appear to be. Yeah, it's definitely a sign from you, from deep within.
Yeah, absolutely. Specifically if you notice that all the time when you have an experience, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could well be that.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah. So by the way, guys, yes, do press like. I see one more like we just had.
Thank you.
Please do. And there's
Later on now.
hold on, there's 40% people watching us unsubscribed. So I know it's not for you guys in the chat, but if you aren't subscribed yet, do subscribe. It's an easy action, isn't it? It's not
Ting ting in
thing
it.
if you resonate
So
with the content.
Loki, I'm not gonna hold you because there's so many people I watch and I'm like, yeah, I've been watching them for ages. Found out I wasn't subscribed. I was like, I swear I was subscribed to you. So that's
But
how
you
it
know
bees
what?
out
I
here,
was
especially if you stay on YouTube. It's like,
but I was very surprised. It was at 40%. You know, that's a lot. 40%.
it is, but then that's what.
And
Listen,
I understand. I get
you
it. I
know,
get it. I
YouTube
get
is
it.
out here
But
fumbling the bags when it comes to the
yeah,
numbers.
that's
So it is what
possible
it
as
is.
well. But anyway, and then another thing I found out as well is that that bell, you have to basically hit the bell for notification
bells be coming up.
because I realize now we realize that all content that we've done, probably even you guys don't know about. Um, YouTube don't push necessarily old content forward. It's got to
They
be
want you to be out of frequency. That's why they took the
So
bell there.
yeah,
It's optional.
so
Now we get to bring back our own bells, don't we, babe?
yeah. Oh, and there's the hype as well. Hype button.
That's a new one.
That's a new one, guys. If you hit actually it's better than the bell. If you hit the hype button, it's actually even better, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it just reaches more people to
Yeah.
be
So
like, oh, if
yeah,
you're into this stuff, then
yeah,
maybe we're gonna have new people in the chats. Okay.
yeah. That'll be fun though.
Yeah, the
You
chat's
know.
swinging. Do you know what? I love our chats because everyone's so supportive and greets new people like, hey, what you saying? It's like
Yeah, that's the whole
bunch
point.
of old friends meeting up and being like, yeah, this is what
Yeah.
happened to me last night in a dream.
But let's be real. We all agreed to these moments, like when we're having the Sunday talk and stuff like that. It's like our soul already agreed. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play that game, guys. You two gonna do this, and we're gonna participate in the chat. We already agreed. This is all agreed. This nothing's new. So
So Eno said, oh shit, quantum level. Look into what kind of processing that we are at now. Google today, computations that were done recently shows that wasn't even ever expected. Mind blowing. Okay. And then John's also saying, join the Discord, people. We need more chatting going on there. Listen, yeah, come through, sweep through, join the Discord. It's a blast. We'd be sharing things, films, TV programs, things that be thinging. And that's where we get those crazy memes as well, where it's like,
yeah.
Did you put up that thing about that, that map, the Awakening map?
I put so many stuff up.
That was juicy.
The only thing is I have to put it up in general, although we have channel for conversation, pair topics. But I had to do it because when I do it from X, that's the only way you can actually share it without having to download the videos and be posted it.
Yeah.
And that would be a long thing.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah, I've been putting a few stuff there, but well,
and
I'll see if it's there.
On our Discord is where the community shares what they do personally as well. If they've found a video that is videoing, like Stacey was putting up a really good one the other day with Emilio. I don't know if you watch his channel, and Sasha Stone.
Yeah, and also something for inflammation as well.
Yeah. So there's like, we share different informations that we have, that if we bump into something we think is going to be useful for everybody, we out here, we just share it. You take what you want.
A great chat with Sasha Stone would be.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
That would be fun.
So yeah. What else is happening as well? Later on today, we're going live with the Great Unlock. And that's going to be us. That's going to be Blessed. That is going to be Corey and Melekta. And it's going to be what it always is. It's going to be swinging.
Yeah.
And then we got the Zoom as well afterwards, a private room Zoom, which is lovely as well. Because then we get to chat like face to face with a couple of people. Last week's one was really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's lovely.
But
so
yeah, if you want to join the Discord, you got to go on our website. Just go on our website directly. Everything is in the description anyway. You've got a link to our website.
Yeah, the O's888.com.
Yeah.
All right. Announcements done. Let's move forward. So Kat said, to resolve it, I have to speak to my soul and remind it that it agreed to incarnate and needs to get back on board with the mission so that I can function day to day.
I love that. And you know what? The fact that you say it's the truth.
Yeah,
It's the
like,
truth. It's
cooperate.
Your soul is it.
I know.
I can see the soul being like, okay, cat, okay, easy. I'm managing many avatars at the same time right now. So please,
like, girl, I'm busy.
Be patient with me.
I feel you. I feel you. I'm like, when are you gonna fix these knuckles and this knee? Because I can't be out here open skinned. What we doing? I was like, yo.
So just saying, once you
Cat.
deprogram yourself, you'll discover that the original rule set is very basic and very freeing.
Yeah, do no harm.
Yeah. Diana is saying, I am posting a pod on Discord. You should watch it. It's long and dense, but really curious what you'll think. It's absolutely fascinating. Okay.
Come through.
We're gonna go and see that. Bless you saying, oh, sounds like a casty soap. Yes, that's right.
Casty soap.
Or some kind of Yeah, that's right. Oliver, your best. Absolutely blessed. You know your soaps. I use one of those for shampoo soap in the shower for this Primo Meat too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just simpler and softer, and it doesn't. Yeah. You know what's in it. Doesn't get complicated. Things you can read, basically.
So you're saying cat usually clears up real quick.
Yeah.
Good. Diana, what's your user?
Oh no, they're chatting.
All right, you're chatting.
Okay, you don't think you know how Discord works? Well, what's lovely is Blessed is the mediator on is the moderator on our Discord. So usually when you come through, it's like you'll get the swing of it, no problem. Like the how-tos will be there.
It's by channels. You got different channels basically. You can post something like text in the general channels. If anything, if you have any questions, you can ask, and Blessed will definitely answer you, or we will anyway if you need to know anything.
Or someone in the community will be like, oh, just pop your name in here and do this.
Yeah.
And we are going to try and upgrade it soon when we get some more funds. We're going to upgrade it so that it can look more friendly, because it does look aggressive in the face. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, Discord originally
it's a great tool for communications.
A lot of communities on YouTube do use Discord, but it's a bit techy, so it needs you'll need a little while to get used to it. But once you get used to it, you'll realize it's simpler than what it looks.
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right, keep on going down. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the thing, the link up as well between everybody so they can talk to one another. It's real out here.
Yeah, so that's today. Later, we're going at, I think, your time. We'll be back on YouTube at your time, 2 p.m. EDT.
You see what I'm saying about this time?
That's what it's gonna be. We'll be on YouTube for about 30 minutes ish, something like that, and then we'll move on to the private Zoom conversation. So that's basically what it is. And to get that, you go on the greatunlock.com website if you want to register for that private conversation after that.
Yeah, usually that's just like an open talk that we can all have, and
we can say things that maybe might not be so
less restricted.
Blessed be cleaning up the Discord. Yes,
real talk. Yeah, we appreciate Blessed in Discord. Really, we do.
And please do try again. We can always get
buy him a coffee, buy him a cuppa.
I think with pin is what do you call it? It's link where you can
his PayPal there.
Buy him a coffee there.
Buy him a coffee.
Yeah, on pin comment you should see.
Single-handedly cleaning up our Discord, like.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so Stacey says, I have a question. Is the Great Unlock the same as your other website? No, it's not. It's thegreatunlock.com. But it is, we have a link to it on our website, the O's 888. We do have a link. So if you just know the O's, then you can click and go for it. I know that you're a sponsor. You are one of the sponsors for us, Stacey. So I'm going to be doing something for some of our sponsors where they can decide to come to one of the Zooms for the month as well, if they choose to, just on some exchange stuff, like here, gifting it out to everybody, to the friends, to the crew. It is what it is out here. Usually it's really a chat. We usually it's really a good chat when we're on there. Everyone's free to kind of say whatever they're pissed off for it for the week. And then we all come to a conclusion that we're better than that and we have to step into our power. That's usually how the conversation goes. But you can just imagine it with an overlay of everybody. It's lovely. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, confirmation from Diana as well. You say Bless does a great job.
Yes, he does a great job
on there. Yeah.
Really.
Crayo is saying, I think this chat activates something in my psyche.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah.
So that was my hour and 50-minute rant about time.
No, it was a conversation. It wasn't a rant. Yeah.
You know what? You can imagine me with muttering at chat, like, what? And then what? What? Who?
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin? A joke?
No,
what
but
do you mean?
to be fair, it wasn't a rant. It was like a beautiful explanation of what time is.
You're so gracious.
From
thank you.
But it's the truth.
Thank you.
The truth is gracious. From our perspective here. In this experience.
Yeah.
But it's very, very good to know like what you're signing for. And you know, because we agree to these things. Every time we say certain words, we reinforce this reality that's to be understood. So detaching yourself from the idea of the time in itself and be more in the now, presence, stillness, it really helps. It really helps you manifesting reality differently, because you're all manifesting your reality anyway, but then more like in alignment with what you want. Because sometimes, you know, with worries, stress, and whatever things people going through, we're always out of our present moment. Often out of our present moment. The minute you worry about something, you're thinking about how you're gonna have to handle it later and all of that stuff. So it literally takes you out of that moment of stillness.
You know what?
So what's up?
Then just to end it off, which it was on the wall, it was picked down by a 2-year-old. It's back here, and so synchronistically,
yeah.
I'd put together. I was guided maybe about a year and a half ago to like look into 13-month calendars. Like my guys was like 13-month calendars, 13-month calendars.
13-month calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay. So now I ended up looking into the lunar cycles and the days of the week as well, which ties up this conversation very well, as we've got 8 minutes on the clock. So let's go for it. All right. And by the way, to your point, you know, no one needn't be alone. Like we've all found each other for a reason, whichever way we can reach out, whether that be comment section, there'll always be someone in the community to like just say hey to, or just reach out to, or just chat with you, answer your comments or whatever it is. Feel free to talk to one another. You are sovereign souls. You do what you want in these streets. You see what I'm saying? We're all here for a reason. And you never know who you're going to meet here. All extended soul family, as you can see. So I'm going to end it on the weekly and lunar cycle. So what I'd got is I'd put together this thing here, and I have them up around the place. I think I might just put it on the website, just so you can download one if you want. So yeah, I wanted to know if they went and decided to change things and they know about like what the vibrations of the day are, what the energies of the day are, and they've been aligning their businesses and their wants and their needs to it, how can I get into alignment with it? Yeah. And then I realized what the certain days were. And so I will align what I do and how I spend my energy, or put my attention towards certain days with an awareness of what that energy can amplify. So I'm going to blow through them. And It's also tied in with the lunar cycles as well. So Mondays, energetic frequencies of Mondays are for emotion, intuition, and dreams. Okay. Best moon phases for them is the new moon or a full moon. But the recommendation, or they say recommendation, but you do what you want out here in these streets, is time for introspection, healing, and reflection. And if you've noticed, I don't know about where you lot are, but they hardly open the banks on Monday in France, because that's what they doing. While they're sending you to work when you're supposed to be having healing and introspection and reflection, you out here worried about Mondays. That's why we all cohesively have decided we hate Mondays, right? Because they got us out here doing things we don't want to do on a soul level on Mondays. Okay. So that's why I'm like, nope, won't work for me. This will work for me. Tuesdays, that's that Mars energy. So that's action, that's courage, and that's strength. The best moon phases for that, for being able to amplify these energies, is the waxing moon or the full moon. So what's usually recommended is taking initiative, standing up for yourself. Okay. So these are the energies of that day that can be amplified at those phases of the moon. Moving on, Wednesday, Mercury energy. We've got communication, we've got intellect, and we've got learning. And don't you think it's funny? Because there's one day a week in France where they don't have school, and that's mercredi. That is Wednesday. That's freaking nuts, considering that's the day for communication, intellect, and learning. Okay. All right. Okay. So then waxing moon or full moon are those days. And what's really great about it? Recommended meetings, negotiations, and studying. All right. Thursdays. So what we've got is expansion, wisdom, and abundance. So it works well on a waxing moon or a full moon. And it's a great time for manifesting goals and wealth. And that's wealth as in the holisticness of it, the wholeness of wealth. So that's abundance in all that is whole for you. All right. Bar none, you're limitless. Fridays, Venus energy. We've got love, we've got relationships, and we've got beauty. It would be a time to maybe decorate your home or decorate your environment or decorate that which you see in your field, having loving relationships with yourself, with the people around you, pouring love into the relationships that you see or the areas in your life that feel like they need love poured into it. Amplified on a full moon or a new moon. And it's a great time for self-care and artistic pursuits as well. They put romance in here, but you know what they're saying. It is what it is. Saturday. Saturday is a day for structure, discipline, and karma, they say. But that's like, I'm going to put a pin in that karma one, but I get what they're saying. It's the day that what's amplified is that the law of give and take, the law of consequence and action and reaction. So they would say that you can plan finishing projects or reflecting on it or planning for new projects. They haven't put the moon phase here, and that's usually because that's for every Saturday. But then don't you think it's funny that those are the days they tell you to take off? Just saying. Okay. You see how they're running game? Not on us, peeps. Not on us. Sunday. Vitality, soul, and creativity. So that's why we out here, collective, chatting to one another, chopping it up, standing in our power, getting awareness about different things, reaching out to people, and either cooking or painting or whatever else that is. Full moon and new moon amplifies these energies, but this is a great time for self-expression, spiritual practices, and resting. Spiritual practices is that which lights up your soul, that which your soul wants to do, whatever that may be and whatever that looks like, and you decide. All right, those are the 7 days of the week, reframed. And if you're interested in me putting that up, then I'll put it up on the oz888.com and you just download the PDF. That is it for today, and we will see you much later, 2 p.m. EDT, with the guys and the girls from The Great Unlock. And it's been lovely as always. Thank you. Much love to all of you. Yep, I'll put it up, MJ.
All right, guys. See you later.
See ya.
Much love.
Much love.
Ciao.
Ciao.